So, can anybody hear me as of right now? So, okay. I'm going to share the podcast out. Or they should get it. I think, Ron. So we're gonna get this off of the air, off of my chest. So I've decided to make some changes in TNA, which is Titan Nation Alliance. On TNA will not have a national heavyweight championship. I'm changing the title and changing the championship to a new name. So now, since that's out of due, now here's the thing that I'm going to say. For show professionalism, we're going to show professionalism where it needs to be. So now, I don't have time to deal with kids in general and deal with people attacking my company and making themselves look unprofessional. Now, as owner, I will say this. We do not do that here in TNA. So now, without further ado, we will change the National Heavyweight Championship to a new name. Also, that I want to come in here and say here on this announcement, new things are happening here in the company. We just signed a partnership agreement with FUN, which is Fandom United Network, which means now we have now made history where history will be the greatest thing happened to Titan Wrestling. Which means this, as it's, which means now MPW, which is Ray's company, and my company are now in partnership alliance, which means no longer will I allow anyone to tell me how to run my company in general. And I'm going to say this as it needs to be said here on the podcast. You guys can hate, you guys can do your childish crap, but at the end of the day, it's on you. It's not on me. So now, going to this as it stated, since we are in a partnership with MPW and also the TNA agreement under FUN, we are going to support MPW and defend this new network. So here's the thing that everybody needs to know and understand. I've decided to do this. So don't blame KD. Don't blame Feck. Don't blame Ryan. Don't blame anybody else. I decided to do this as my company. So if you want to take shots at me. Now, as that is said, that is out of the way, no longer bringing it up no more, I will say this. It is my company, rules. And we will follow the rules of FUN. So now, like I said, you guys can get mad, you guys can hate, but at the same time, we do not allow this on my channel. So if you come in my channel and start your crap, you're banned. I don't play this kiddie bullshit. So just to get everybody on the same page here, this is how I operate on my end. So there's no hate. There's no firing back on me. I'm just telling it like it is. So just to let everybody know on a plain different level. Now, as far as TNA goes, we are partnership with MPW, like I said before. We are moving the company to different heights. So now, here's where it gets even better. There will be a star that is coming. He's been in my company before, and he's coming to make a return. We are in what they call contracts negotiation. When this happens, this is going to be the biggest impact in this company's history. Now, tomorrow, I got to talk with one of the JTV stars. We're going to be doing a podcast tomorrow, so listen in to the podcast. Going to be interesting events. Now, I'm going to say this far as this needs to be said. No lurking on my channel. No fake accounts on my channel. No hating on my channel. And if you can't follow those rules, unsubscribe and quit with your petty bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Because here's the main problem about this. This problem has been going on for a long time. I never had a problem until you took a logo that didn't belong to you is all I'm saying. If you're really going to be in talks in terms about being adults, as one of my friends always said, act your age, not your IQ. I mean, like I said, you can hate, you could try to do your stuff all you want, but at the same time, on my side, we got rules, and that's one thing that you guys don't like is change. Now, I'm just going to say this. I'm not starting nothing. I'm just telling it like it is on my channel. You can hate. You can do anything you guys want to do, but I'm just, at the same time, this is how it's going to be. I'm a grown man now. I don't play this little high school he said, she said, or, you know, start this high school kindergarten drama shit. It don't happen on my channel. Now, like I said, if you want to do the right thing, that's on you guys. But at the same time, I'm just coming on here and saying what I'm saying in general that is pretty much 100% the truth. And second, I can't control what people say. So if you get mad, go to them, DM versus DM. You see, there's a lot of people. Here's where I'm going to say here. There's a lot of people that they don't want to go to other people. But they want to start this thing back as they did in 2019. And you see, I'm not the same person as 2019. You see, when these people put their crap saying that I'm the bad guy, that I do this, that I do that, here's where I'm going to say this as where it needs to be. Now, I'm not trying to cuss. I'm not trying to say anything bad, but I'm just saying in general. So it needs to be, if you want to fix this shit, it needs to be fixed. But if you want to continue this little game of what you doing, then like I said, it's not on my side, it's on yours. Now, I will say this. I will stop mentioning your guys' names. But also, like Katie said on his podcast, and I've listened to it because I was working when Ryan, him, and Nixon was doing the podcast. And they made a good point. You don't start with us, we don't start with you. Leave it at that. Seems fair. Like I said, it's pretty much 50-50. I'm trying to be nice as I can. I'm trying to be cool, calm, and collective. But eventually, you want to push me to a point that I'm not going to be the nice guy. I'm not going to be the nice guy that everybody loved. And everybody's definitely going to hate. Now, speaking about this, I will say this right here on the channel. And yes, I'm going to have to swallow the truth here. Yes, Devin, you did help me get in the wrestling business. But here's the thing. When you guys kicked me out of ONW, I mentioned this as a good thing and not a bad thing. When I got kicked out, I had to find a new home. You would have done the same thing as the rest of the guys. You see, here's the thing. I'm not the guy that's just going to be getting kicked out of companies and sit here and cry over getting kicked out. No, that's not me. As one of my friends said in the business, whatever companies don't take you, you go to companies that will take you. And I'm gonna be real honest. At one point, I was loyal to ONW. But there's something changed. Something changed when I don't exactly know if you didn't like me as a person, didn't like my call, or didn't like the way I operated. One of those three things. One of those three things got me kicked out of ONW. I'm just going to point the truth where it needed to be. Not talking bad about the company, just stating in general. So, as that. Now, whatever differences you have with Ryan, that's between you and Ryan. Like KD, between you and KD. But here's the thing. But KD had a point also. You guys quit and we'll quit, and we leave it at that. And there's a reason why that I put KD, Nixon, and Ryan as mods. They will get rid of the trouble in my chat. That's another reason I've done the things that I've done. And even JMR. JMR is a good one, and also Ray on that point. So now, said it's time to not talk about it. It's time to be about it. So next time, when you decide to slap my company in the face, remember who helped you when you was at your lowest point. Because me, Ryan, was your two boys that you went to when everything else fell apart. Just remember that. Tell the truth for the once in your life. Because here's the thing. I'm not hiding shit. I'm telling the truth here. Like I said, I'm not hating here. I'm basically being honest and being real. And if that gets me hated, if that gets me cussed out, I can take it. But the thing is, I'm not going to sit here and get disrespected because I never disrespected ONW. I decided to walk away, go to another company, and that's the reason why that you guys are mad, because I went to Ray's company, because I went to JMR's company. And here's the thing. And here's the thing, like I said, exactly in my points. You can get mad, you can hate, you could play this little unprofessionalism game, but at the same time, let me be the one to tell you that history repeats itself. Because at the same time, when you have to literally come back to me or message Ryan because everything else fell apart, what's going to happen if we don't respond back to you? Because here's the thing. You want to call beef and end it the right way? Not only we will apologize, but we need to hear apologies from your guys' mouth. It works both ways. I mean, I'm saying the God's honest truth. KD can even agree. Ron can even agree. Nixon can agree. Heck, I can even bring Aaron Rage, a guy that can even tell you from his own mouth. So, like I said, you want to do the right thing, let's play the cards and play them the right way. Not play the games of this childish bullshit. And that's all I got to say about that.